I mean, I just don't have it up because she didn't want to see herself.
Ah.
She's like,
Just like,
she's like,
seeing yourself, like, just out the corner of your eye.
all right. So the
That's what I do
only
every
thing that's
podcast.
different than a normal conversation, right,
Okay.
is that you have to speak into the mic.
Oh my god, I have to sit up.
Like, at least, I mean, you can get comfortable, but just sit closer to the table. Just have it like right here.
Yeah,
Like I lean
adjust
back
the
a little
mic,
bit
yeah.
too, but just so you know, like when you talk, it's gonna like not really pick up if you're not like on it. You almost have to be like in it, like right here.
Just
but
like right here.
but really like a fist away. That's like where they kind of. So it is different. It is like a little.
Okay, yeah.
The only bad part about a
You
podcast.
gotta like sit still.
Yeah,
feel
well,
like you're being interrogated.
when you're-
They're just like, yo,
Oh.
yeah.
when you're
Like, hold on.
when you're talking, you're gonna have to like kind of angle like.
Okay, so you
Alright,
gotta
like,
okay,
pivot.
so
Like,
when
pivot
I'm
a little
talking
bit.
to you, I have to like be like this.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're pleading to the judge, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
God, no, I don't like
hey.
that.
I hate how
Hey.
it sounds, but yeah, I mean, essentially it's like what a podcast is. You're just getting interrogated.
just straight interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you call it. Like interviews
No,
or something like
interviews,
that.
You know, I don't
yeah.
know. Interviews are kind of scary though.
They force
Interviews are.
they force the mic
Yes.
to you though.
yeah,
It's
they
not
kind of
like
yeah. There's no like.
The
it's not
only-
like you're
The only thing I would say is like not
Shots
in
fired.
interviewing is that you can say
you
anything.
feel like you're on the witness stand. Like you have to. Can you speak up for the
It was
in the back?
him.
Can you speak up for the crowd, please? But you gotta like fake a cry too.
Yeah,
you gotta like
just one.
you gotta get
straight.
really animated
only on one
about
side,
it.
you know.
You gotta
Only
make it
Only
as
on the side that's
Oh,
showing towards them.
yeah,
Look on the
yeah,
side
yeah,
that
yeah.
smiles.
the good side, right? So you gotta like pan.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
pan towards the good side.
Yeah, get it towards the jury, like wherever they are in the room, find them.
You gotta play
You
the
know.
lead story. That's
You gotta
what it
find where
is.
the
And then-
camera is, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
I
gotta,
mean,
you know, wherever the camera is.
I saw Amber Heard put on a pretty good show
She
last
did,
time she
though.
was on
And
trial.
she admitted
so-
though she brought the makeup with her. Like that was makeup.
Yeah,
So
it
you
was-
admitted your bruise was makeup.
It was just makeup.
Just
yeah.
makeup. That's it.
And how about the turd in Johnny Depp's bed?
Oh
was
my
that
God.
real?
Yes.
This man just squatted on the bed and just took a shit and kept
I just
moving.
imagine doing that
Like,
to
what
somebody.
kind of craziness is that though? Like
I love it though.
From all the coke, probably.
I can
you
fix
know?
her. I can fix her,
COVID.
okay? I can fix her.
Fuck you,
serious
Johnny.
issues.
Amber
Yeah.
Heard.
Like, what? Like why would you shit on somebody's bed? It's your own bed though.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
It's
gives
always
a
like
whole new
you
meaning
never
to
it.
heard
Wait, was
that.
it-
You never
Like,
shit.
that-
You never
that's-
shit in the bed you sleep in, or
There's
Yeah.
a whole new
don't
meaning to it
don't
though.
shit the bed. You know.
don't shit the bed. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But she didn't take that advice.
Now is that just
No,
she
no,
did
no.
shit the bed.
now is that just called hurting?
Yeah. Hurting. Amber Turd, yeah. I love
I
it.
pulled a hurt.
Holy-
Yeah.
Oh god.
That trial was like one of my favorite trials to ever watch though. I was at
Just the
because
acting and all of it, and like
Well,
the witnesses
Johnny-
coming up for Johnny.
And then Johnny just going, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Him and his lawyer, both. Neither one really cared.
The
The whole
more-
time they were sitting there like this.
the more I watched
Right, like,
Just laughing,
don't
making
really care.
sideshow.
Like, right.
the more I watched Johnny Depp in that trial, the more I'm like, that guy really is just a pirate, huh?
Yes.
Like, he's
I
not
got a jar of
acting. He's just a pirate. He's got a whole jar of dirt.
Yes.
Like, might be only playing with half a deck, but you know, drug
Yeah.
addict all the same. Like it's all
Yes.
fun.
Look.
Imagine having your own island though.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
What
But
would be the first thing you'd put on it?
and on an island?
Yeah.
I mean, my house, obviously.
Oh really?
Like I'd build like a
Yeah.
giant house.
Oh, I don't think I'd live there.
A giant house.
Yes. What if you ever need to get away from somewhere?
I wouldn't have to be giant.
It would. It's on
Not
an
for me.
island.
Exactly. So why build a giant house? You're already secluded.
There's what else is there to do?
I'm trying to get away. I'm just trying to get away.
I mean, you hide it in the trees.
I'll
No one
build- I'll
can
build
see
a
it
little
from
shack.
above, but like
I'll
it's
build a
gonna be
little
super
shack.
nice.
Nah.
But this is my escape,
Build
like
a-
away from everybody.
Phil is like, I'm gonna build a 4x4 cabin
Like right, that
with a dock.
just a little shack.
Yeah.
just a little shack.
Might even float on the water a little bit on the side of
Maybe
the
a
island.
couple tarps, you know.
No. It's gonna be like extreme.
I
Rough
think what
it,
I
yeah.
would do, I would blow out a hole and make like a cove, and then like build a cabin in the cove, into
Just
the side of
nothing.
the.
No one's gonna ever suspect anything. It's
Yeah.
all gonna be under.
Well, you take like photo aerial shots of my island. Nobody lives there. It's isolated.
is that
but-
just your like
But
Doom
I'm
Day
below.
shelter?
I'm below the island, and I'm building a
I'm below
giant
the
mega structure It's a bunker.
just hiding.
Yeah.
Anything
And
happens,
then
I'm good.
Just
Don't
buy one
worry,
of those
guys.
shipping crates and have it
Yeah.
underground. Like,
There you go. Yeah. So Phil had sent me a video of like a 20K, like $20,000 shipping container that you can buy from Amazon.
that you
Oh
literally
my
like
God, I've
fold
seen
out.
those. Yes, they
Yeah.
like push out the people
Yeah.
that got it right. They didn't know how to open it at first.
Yeah.
They're like, get out of the
They,
way.
they were like me though. I would have just walked in and been like, "This is really really tiny. Like,
Oh,
why
yeah,
did
yeah,
these
no.
windows not open?
No, it all folds out.
Well, how many of those could you put together though? Like make.
Like stack them?
Yeah, I feel like you could put like 10 or 15
like you
together.
can-
Right.
put 'em next to each
Where's the
other.
limit? Because you can just cut out that wall
And you
or
can
a
build
door.
up.
Right.
You can put like
It's
Yeah.
like Legos.
There is no.
yeah.
The limit.
Legos
The
for
limit does
adults,
not
yeah.
exist. I don't think.
Because imagine having like
Would-
a 10-story house.
just make
with,
it
like,
all on a-
shipping
make it
containers.
all-
Just knock out the walls. It's okay. Put them together.
Yeah. Make it all on a barge, so then
I
it's always
mean-
moving. You know.
It's always
Put it
you're-
on a
You can always
barge?
move. Yeah. Why not? You can always move.
He's like sail to international waters. You can
we
do
have
anything
no
out there.
no destination. We're everywhere.
You can stop
What's your
anywhere.
address? This
Right.
barge.
Yeah.
Right. Find me.
It moves quite frequently.
Yes, it's like- Yeah.
What's your address? The blue.
The blue, yeah, at this point,
The big blue. The big blue.
everything
No
that's
lies.
uncharted. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't
That's
worry.
where I live.
You'll never find me.
Like, right.
Never.
Good luck.
No. Like,
Unless I need
But I
you.
do
taking
have
down
I do have a
barge, though.
P.O.
Like,
box.
it's on a barge, so you have to take down the barge. too.
Right. You gotta get me too. Yeah.
I feel like you'd need a P.O. box somewhere, right?
You would have to.
I would just make pit stops.
Just pit stops here and there.
Yeah. All
But you're gonna
around.
have, but they're gonna have to send the mail, so you have to have a PO box.
Why do I
somewhere.
need mail?
I mean, at that point, you don't have bills. Like you're
Like,
living
I'm
on a
just
barge. Like
Floating.
Yeah, but do you think you'd be taxed on a barge?
Oh, probably.
Like they
they
tax you
tax
for
on everything.
Yeah,
You fucking breathe. There's
they
a tax.
tax you for like owning the barge.
Probably.
Oh, you bought that? You have a license for it, right?
I just want to tax you on everything.
Imagine them trying to find you for taxing though. It'd be kind of you might
It
not
would,
even.
yeah.
Well, like I
Maybe
would-
you don't
No,
need to
it would
pay
be it would be
taxes.
like extra people coming after you because
But
you're
then-
international now.
Yeah, but then
You're
it's
internationally
get
stealing
extradited
from
to-
everybody.
I just
Japan
think
or
it's out.
something.
You can't cross this line, this imaginary line.
You would owe taxes to everybody. Everybody's looking for you.
On my own island, then. Literally.
Yeah, because you're a floating island.
How many people do you think you'd want on that barge? Would you have a casino on there?
I'd have people like.
Would you have like a water park, like a
I'd have-
water? It
I'd-
could be like a
make
carnival
a giant
barge.
splash at you.
No, it'd be like more
Yeah.
like friends that I trust. You know what I mean? Like someone I know that would like be willing to shoot if we had to. You know, like.
Oh,
if
okay.
we
You're
get
talking
in-
like
yeah, like
If they find us.
you're
yeah.
talking
Like,
like
if it
find
goes
us, it's to
down.
death.
Yeah, if it goes down, we're riding or dying. You know.
Yeah.
you're talking about like pirate ships then, huh?
Well, I
I
wouldn't
mean, yeah,
mean.
you do have to face that out there.
I wouldn't mean like like we wouldn't like raid anybody. Like we could make stops.
No, but
and
other people gonna raid you.
they could try.
Yeah.
There are
could
there
try.
are them pirates out
have-
there.
You have a barge that's probably
They
worth
could
quite a bit of
try.
money.
I
You know
mean,
what's really funny? The Russian government was like paying people to
Oh,
go out
God.
and hunt pirates.
Is this the proper 12?
Are you for real?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, that's proper. Oh, by the way, we didn't even like introduce it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
B Tier
it's-
This is B Tier
Welcome back.
Podcast, guys. Thank you for all the likes and shares and subscribes and
Welcome
we
back.
just started talking.
Well,
going
That's how
at
we
it.
usually
that's
do it.
usually how it
Yeah.
goes. And then yeah, so proper 12. We're drinking the Conor McGregor today.
Hi.
A little chocolate right here. Yeah, go
Probably
wipe
sure
that
it's
up.
chocolate.
I'm sure it's chocolate. That's not one of my students. Don't worry.
Oh.
One of our students. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, we can't really talk about.
we
that is
can't say
another thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can't say names.
So we say our
That's
students.
why I
Our
said my
students. is
Our
good.
students.
clients or our students
yeah.
or our clientele, you know, like you gotta use like the professional,
Yeah, I know.
like
You get the HIPAA and all
Patient.
that. I
Our
know.
patient.
HIPAA is like the
Technical.
one law at our job that like I
I
I
actually
don't play
automatic.
with.
I really
I
care
do
about.
not.
I really care about. It's kind of wild actually.
Yeah, I don't. That's one
So-
of the rules that I'm like, I'm not bending this rule. I'm not. No.
Yeah, I don't even want to like mess like anything with it. It's just not worth it. Which
That's
is
scary law.
yeah. And honestly, it's the right of privacy at the end of the day for like our clients.
Yeah,
So,
but
like-
it doesn't matter to the regular people because the government still has everybody's information anyways. So really, we're just hiding the privacy from the public.
Yes. Yeah. But in a sense, that's like a good thing to do for like
mean,
the
it is,
clientele
yes.
that we work with.
It is.
Like, because why would they ever want to get put on blast for anything?
Yeah.
I had to
I don't
have
know. Like you
I had to have our
remember?
soup call the cops the other day
Dang, for what?
because I was outside across the street, right, smoking a cigarette, and this guy's like,
The fact you go across the street.
I have to.
far.
I have to.
It's out of a school system.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta like
yeah.
be away from a school.
So like I'm walking out, and there's a senior home over there.
Yeah.
The guy comes out in his wheelchair. I thought he was just gonna come out and smoke a cigarette, And he starts whipping out his phone and like video recording me. I go, that's a little weird. So I walk in and go, hey, just so you know, I don't know if the school kids are in the background. I don't know if he's videoing me, videoing them.
Dang.
So I go, I need to tell someone about
Yeah,
this.
like we have to.
And then I walk in and they go, oh, I'm going to go out and talk to him then. So they went out and talked to him. And I don't know if the police ended up showing up or not.
Yeah,
I was like, I felt weird.
Yeah.
Like,
you need to do
I
that.
always feel
though.
weird though, like when we go out in public, to even like the little
like
carnivals
yeah.
and stuff, different stuff
Yeah.
that we do, and like the public starts recording our kids because unfortunately our kids do have behavior,
Yeah.
and
That
like
happened before at the pool.
it's happened
last
before
year.
at the carnival too. Like people
Yeah.
have called the police. and,
Jumpstart
like,
just had it a
Yeah.
week ago with one of our
It's crazy.
more
So
advanced students.
yeah, and again, especially like imagine also because we have a pretty good lawyer team and all
Yeah,
that. So
but-
like they're just reaching out to people and being like, if you leave this up, we're gonna like actually like fine you and like.
do you think is that what they do, or
Yeah,
do you
oh,
think
100
that they
100%.
just the police and everybody know what we do, and because we're following the laws, like
We
No,
probably
really
we
can't do
have
anything.
a team that reaches out. So like when somebody tried to upload something to Facebook from one of our kids having a behavior out in public,
oh my god,
and Rebecca had to call them personally and be like, hey, if you don't take this down. They didn't take it down because they thought that we were like harming a child in public. And they got a cease and desist from a lawyer.
oh my god,
Like that. Like it was literally like
See,
within
I didn't
2
know
days.
all of that. I just
Yeah.
thought like they, I didn't know.
So
But that does make sense because
I mean, it's a HIPAA law. It's a
bunch.
bunch. I mean, there's a bunch of public laws with that already on
Well,
file
and some of our
too.
kids
It's not
we
like
can't
it's just
like post even on our own like
Yeah, we
profiles and
can't-
stuff
we
like
can't,
that
no.
at
We
our
shouldn't at
job
all.
because
Yeah.
no, but like there's certain kids we can't
Yeah.
because legally
you don't have
we
permission
can't
from
show
parents,
where they're at
whatever
or
it
anything
is.
like that because
yeah.
of situations or whatever. But
Yeah. So like if you leave something up, like
Yeah,
you'll get a
that's-
call.
Mhm.
Like
that's
and
crazy.
that just means that we have like a good legal team, which is like what you need in the situation that we're in, right?
But imagine
that's
that
why we
fighting
don't have a
against
lot
you
of-
for like a wrongful termination or something like that. Like they just think about that. They wrongfully terminate you.
yeah.
You go to get unemployment, they deny it.
and then they
then
have a good legal team.
They have that
Yeah.
legal team, and you have
so,
what?
so they don't have to really care that much. That's why like a lot of people like don't really counter sue. Like even people that do like don't make the money. They
No,
don't make any
because-
money. It's just like we'll figure out a way for them not to
It's for credit
finish
at
the
that
lawsuit.
point.
Well, in
yeah.
the state we live in, is like they can terminate you for no reason at all.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
they-
right to work state
Yeah,
technically.
so
So
really
go find a different job. Like you might find good health and care somewhere else.
Probably not. Good luck.
Probably not because we have really good health insurance for where we work. But
No. So good luck finding the pay too.
yeah, that's something that. I mean, for how much we get paid, it's pretty good.
Unless
Well,
you
yeah,
have
because other
unless you have like
facilities-
experience in something else.
I mean, yeah,
Like
but most people there
Yeah.
probably don't have experience. Most people there are going to college.
most people there don't
Yeah.
have experience.
Most people
And
are
then
going
also
to
they
college.
don't have experience. They lack common sense too.
No,
but
sure as hell get it though. If you leave it on your
If you-
resume for a couple years, you'll be good to go.
they make it past their like
Yeah.
8 days of mentorship.
yeah, you can make it past.
If
the
you make
2-week
it back
point.
6 months,
A month at that. Shoot.
Yeah, you're pretty much.
then I'm in the
They come
green.
through-
I'm in the
yeah,
green.
like,
All
You're
right.
pretty
You're
much
a
a veteran
veteran
at
at that
three
skill.
months.
Yeah.
I did just become what was it? Behavior champion or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heard the news.
Yeah.
Good job.
I've never been nominated for one of them, and I never want to because I was like, I don't want my picture and my name
My
everywhere.
picture wasn't up there.
I don't want my name
I was a
everywhere.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
It
Don't
was
use
a
a pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Okay. All
I feel
right.
like festive.
I was a pumpkin. I was the pumpkin, though.
The Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin head, yeah.
Which one's better?
Don't know.
I don't know. Is Pumpkin
What's your
King?
favorite pumpkin movie? There just has to be a
You know,
pumpkin in
I
it.
was about to say the one with Jack Skellington, but I don't know which one
That's
that is.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, doesn't he live in a pumpkin?
So he's
Or
from
no? it's-
Halloween Town, basically. So yeah, they have pumpkins. It's all
Okay,
about
they live in a
Halloween. And then he
pumpkin,
tries
yeah.
to steal Christmas. So it's a Halloween and Christmas movie technically. Watch it all year.
I
Is
think
James and the
Charlie
Giant
Brown's
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown's
Okay.
pumpkin.
Mine
Okay.
went completely different than y'all's.
I got a rock.
Mine was Trick or Treat with Sam because he has a pumpkin on his head and
Mm.
he goes around and murders an entire town.
Fair
Really,
enough.
it's all revenge, but you know.
I thought you said lived in a pumpkin.
No, his head is a pumpkin though. Like, his head's stuck in a
So
pumpkin.
is that like that Jack O Lantern? Or
No, so
Trick
basically
or
the
treat,
whole
trick
story
or-
is
Trick or
these-
Treat? Is that the one where the pumpkin kills everybody?
Yeah, but yes,
Okay.
his name is Sam. But basically, the whole story is special needs kids was on a bus, and the
Okay.
bus driver drove it
What an intro.
into the lake.
I'm gonna go watch this movie.
And then the
now.
bus driver got out, and then the kids started haunting the town. And Sam went around and got revenge for anybody that broke the rules of Halloween or that had
That would
anything to do
totally
with
be
the
one of our
accident.
clients.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really
Yeah.
like the movie.
Is that heroic action or is that terrible? I don't know. That's crazy.
That would-
It's all
I
these
can name
special
one of our
needs kids on a
clients.
bus. Like,
Yeah.
I
Where were
could
they
name one of
going?
our clients that if that
Yes,
happened to,
yes.
Were they
Like,
going
and he
home?
kills them,
Were they
like,
going to
with,
school?
Like lollipops and like other
you'd be like,
like,
oh, here, have this.
Halloween related stuff. They all die
Okay.
that way. But like each one that he murders has their own story.
So it's like Jeepers Creepers, kind of.
No,
They have
way
their own
different.
story.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers has that too, right? Or the ABCs of Death. They're all like a
Mm.
different like
Yeah, like they all
anthology.
go together, but they each have different stories in between the big story of it all.
Yeah. Or like It.
Mm.
Yes.
All of the kids have like
Yeah.
a different traumatic experience of
Saw.
them getting called
You
the
know?
F word or something, and then
I'm not gonna lie, the original It movie did scare me as a child. That
Like
is where
are
my
you talking
fear
about
of clowns came from. Yes.
the adult one?
Yes.
Like when they're-
That one scared me as a child.
really?
It did.
Got it.
The
Don't,
little
don't
claymation,
me, like-
the claymation
I know, going
of
back
a
and watching
spider.
it, like going back and
it
watching
was like
it, I
made
was like,
for
this
TV.
is so bad. But like,
Yeah, it was made for TV.
when I was a kid, that was terrifying.
It's
Okay.
Sarah, don't send in the clowns. Don't send them in.
No. Spiders and clowns. Those no.
We watched It Chapter 2 last night, like the new
Yes,
one.
Yes.
And I
yes.
forgot Stephen King had like a whole feature in that movie. But
yes.
anyways, I look away for like an hour, come back to it. And is the part where the kid is in the refrigerator
Oh, yes.
and they like open up the refrigerator
Yes.
and it's just like his head yelling and they're all like showering away or whatever. And then it comes shooting out of the
Yes.
shooting out, kicked out into the middle of the room, and then it grows spider hands. It's like, oh god.
My favorite part of that movie was him dancing all the way down in like the little water thing that he's. I liked the dancing part. That was the funny part
Oh,
to
like the
me.
he
Yes.
han, the he and han.
The only
Yeah,
part I liked. The
yeah.
rest of the movie can fuck off, but you know.
The intro scene was pretty good too. I forgot that it started out with that much shock value.
Yes. Yes.
Like it starts off with like that gay couple just getting the shit kicked out of them. And it's like, oh my god, what am I watching? What woke messaging is coming through on my
Yeah.
television?
everywhere.
Yeah. No, but that was nuts. So like I don't know, that movie, like if I had to rate it,
I
1 out of
personally
5?
don't like clown movies, so to me it like rates negative.
what is the scariest horror movie that you've ever seen though, Tiffany? And you, I guess.
I'm gonna say
I think
scary is the one that
like we've ever seen
Yeah, that
or
you've
like
ever
our
seen.
top scary.
top
See, I
scary
have one
movie.
that like fucked my mind up. It was a horror movie, but it like fucked your mind up the entire. I actually have 2 of them. It
Yeah.
would be As Above, So Below. Okay, because that movie just fucks with your mind the entire time. And then Grave Encounters really fucked with my mind because they were in the asylum, and then it looked like it was daytime, and then there was no sunlight. It got really fucking weird. and then like the end of it, you just hear this random scream, so you never know if it's done or not. I didn't like the second one, but the first one was good.
I don't think I've ever seen Grave Encounters, but As Above, So Below.
Yes.
That part where, because the presentation in that movie is great. So
Yeah.
like they're walking through the bottom,
catacombs.
yeah, and it looks like a parking lot in one scene.
Yes.
And she sees the car on fire, and like because you don't know that this happened to her.
Well, it looks like they're
So-
almost in like a sewer when they go down there. Like it doesn't look
Yeah.
like, or like a viaduct almost, but it doesn't look like a underground.
Yeah, and I thought it was great because like as like a viewer, you don't know that she went through this type of like traumatic experience.
Yeah.
And they were able to like just show that like she saw the most horrific car accident in all time. Like the car's on
Yes.
fire. There's like people crawling out of it, like
Screaming and everything.
the agony and pain.
I think
Yeah.
the moment that messed me up, there's a couple of them, but at the very ending when they're coming out of them, because they're like, I don't remember if they're climbing down,
They're-
and then when they come out,
they're
they're
climbing-
like climbing up. Like
They're
it's-
climbing down, but it goes up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so fucked up watching it because you're like, you get confused about like, are they really underground? Are they above ground?
Well,
or like, where are they?
They hit the room, and it's like the room in the middle of the movie.
Yes.
But they like timed it in the middle of the movie, so you're supposed to be able to tell like deep in your brain you like realized it, but you didn't realize it,
Yeah.
and they like subconsciously like build it up from there. But it's like the as above so below comes up,
Yes,
the
you
one
just
arrow
get
up, one arrow
you
down,
get so confused. Like,
and
your
then the
mind
whole
just-
movie is in reverse after that.
Yeah.
It's like that Tenet movie.
They almost like basically go backwards.
Then
It's
explain the
just,
movie.
Like, yeah.
yeah.
The movie
So-
just kind of leaves you hanging off though. Like it just kind of like
It
there's
was
no
very
finish.
trippy. It's very trippy when you're going down, but you somehow appear up on the other side, like you're back in Paris.
Like you never know if anything was really finished or like done or like this movie just left you mind fucked.
That's the whole point. It's like you don't know what was below or what was above. You're like, okay,
I was so confused.
I was in the
just like-
catacombs.
And I've watched it several times since then, and every time I'm still like, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Do you watch like? Have you seen Interstellar before?
No.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil anything now because I
Okay.
feel like you should watch it. It's probably like top 10 movie of all time.
Okay.
But the entire movie is told in like backwards. So like you don't know like when it really starts and you're like, "Oh my gosh," like you don't.
Okay, see, I like movies like that. Like
Yeah.
I like movies that fuck with your mind, and then
It's
I
like
get irritated.
Inception is kind of like that.
Yes.
Like I guess they're all
Though. I
Christopher
got
Nolan
bored
movies
with
at this point.
with
Like
Inception though, I got very bored.
okay, Interstellar is like an Inception that has probably less action, so you might get more bored. Never mind. I
I
can't
just got
pitch
bored
that.
with the dream jumping.
Uh,
Like I get it. Okay, we're doing
Tenet.
keep.
Watch Tenet. It's got
Okay.
Idris Elba. But that entire movie is as above, so below. It's like it's filmed forwards for the first half, backwards for the last half,
Okay.
and you kind of figure out that like throughout the entire movie, he is almost the one stopping himself.
Oh, okay.
But
okay,
like
okay, okay.
it's very trippy. It's all like time,
And
you
it's
know,
called
like
what? Tenet.
Tenet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What it
It's the same thing spelled backwards. Tenet spelled backwards.
forwards and backwards.
Yeah,
Both the same.
it's like NASCAR. What is it? I don't know. They always have those
There's a bunch
synonyms.
of words
Yeah,
like those.
Race car.
yeah, race car, NASCAR. Yeah,
No.
race and Ras and.
What was your all-time favorite?
Like the one that
We're serious.
messed me up the most is probably just because of the time I seen it. It was like maybe 8, 9, 10 years old.
Okay.
The movie Teeth.
Teeth.
Ooh, that one is yes. That's the one where she has him in her vagina, right?
Yeah.
They keep
yeah,
growing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one,
They
that
keep
one that
growing.
fucked me up as a kid too, because I was like, is that gonna happen to me?
Like right, like it's just like
I got a little concerned.
it,
A little concerned growing up.
just messed me up from like the time I saw it. But like the one that I've seen like since I've been like maybe 15 plus, that's like, oh, that one like actually scared me is Room 1408.
See, okay,
Hold
I
up.
watched that movie,
I like
but
that one. That one got me.
that one was not one for me.
It got me.
Was Room 1408 the one that started with like a suicide? Where she like jumped off the balcony into the pool, but the
No,
pool was
No.
empty and she just got
that's-
splattered.
No, that's not 1408. That's
Do you know the name of that movie? Room
hold on.
13 or floor 13. Not that you have to know it now, but I've never seen Room 14.
Oh, I suggest that one for a scary movie.
Who does it? Does it have anybody famous, or is it? Because like you guys remember Disturbia?
Yes. Yeah.
That movie kind of like panicked me when I was younger. I was like, oh, my neighbor's probably a serial killer. You know what I mean?
Just the time to
It's like a-
now spying on your neighbors. Like, what are you really
Yeah.
doing in your house? Is that really garbage coming out?
Yeah, is that a body?
I
One
like
of these days I'll be
Disturbia.
right.
Disturbia was definitely one
John
of mine.
Cusack's in it.
Oh, okay, so it has like famous people.
Gothica was another one for me.
Samuel
That
Jackson.
kind of
Okay, so that's got a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen Room 1408. I'll
You
put
ever
it on
seen
my
Gothica? That one was a
bucket
good
list.
one too. That was a good mindfuck. It was like almost like Butterfly Effect, except for like paranormal.
Gothica,
Yeah.
The first Paranormal is actually pretty good.
Paranormal Activity 1. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the first
but then
one.
they went on
Before-
with like what,
Yeah.
15 of
Then
them?
they went all Hollywood.
Yeah, the
and they
first one
sold
was actually
out.
pretty
Yeah, the
and
first one was actually pretty good because like it actually made it
But
seem like
nothing-
it was real,
Yeah.
like
But
it was
nothing
actual.
really happened in that.
No,
No.
nothing like has to happen though. It's just a thought. Like they
Of like
brought-
it could happen.
they
It puts the
brought-
thought there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
they
goes,
brought like, oh, your
mm.
cabinet randomly opened. You don't know
mm,
how.
Right.
The
Oh,
every
it
pan in
kinda-
your
yeah.
house fell at
So
one
that's
time.
why
yeah.
that's why that one was all like scary and
Your
hyped
dog
up.
barked at a corner of the room. Yeah.
Exactly. So like
Your
'cause
wife
it-
got
The
up in the
lights
middle of the
flickered,
night.
It
you know.
played, it played on your imagination.
Your wife got up
like,
in the middle of the night and watched you sleep for 6 hours. Yeah, you know.
just rocking
lights
back and
flicker.
forth.
Trying to kill you.
Lights
that could
flicker,
happen.
Yeah, you just throwing
If your
salt.
wife is sitting there watching you for 6 hours, you might want to leave.
Yeah. You're,
Sleep
you're
with one eye
burning
open.
her and the house at that point. I'm sorry, wife.
Together, like at
Yeah.
the same time. Tie 'em
Like
up.
I will. Yeah, exactly. Tie her to the pole, wrap her around, and burn it. Like
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna
She's
F
a
with
witch.
that.
they're all witches. Burn them.
Burn them all. I can't fix that one.
Burn it. I can't. It's not. No.
A movie when I was young that really messed me up was The Ring.
Mm.
The Ring. Yeah. Okay.
I think that got me a little bit more than it should have.
See, in my
but I-
childhood, it would
no.
be. It would be. Don't Look Under the Bed. It was a kids movie, but it was like a scary kids movie. To me.
Goosebumps really messed me up.
Yeah,
to- no.
Goosebumps.
Reading it or the movie?
No, reading it was more
That-
like
the reading it
Magic
was
Tree-
so much
The
fun.
Magic
Yes.
Treehouse collection. Oh
and that's
man.
why I have such a horror. Like, I'm grasping at horror because I was reading Goosebumps in 3rd grade. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like-
you always
Yeah.
gotta pick your ending. Which way do you want to
Like,
go?
right.
Like, you know.
and then I go back and reread it and
yeah,
go the other
that's
ending.
what I always did. I went one way and then I'd be like, oh fuck, I didn't
that was
like
lame.
that. All right,
All
let me go back.
right.
I never went that way.
Go back to page 75. We're redoing it. Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna restart this whole thing. Hold on, there's a different way to go.
No, and Goosebumps is like why Stranger Things I think did so well. Like they did like that.
They need to drop the
kinda-
next season. All right.
When is that coming out?
Nobody knows.
2025,
I didn't finish it.
2026. They're
Nobody
getting
knows.
way too old.
I didn't finish it.
It's like trying to do another Harry Potter movie. Like
Bro,
they
they're
can't-
doing all Harry Potter stuff. They're
But
making
imagine
it a
trying to do it-
series and like restarting it completely with a new cast, but keeping the same story instead of
Imagine-
like going and doing like the Cursed Child or like.
Oh yeah,
more
they're not
onto
even doing like the
Fantastic
prequel or
Beasts
anything.
like that. Like they're
I
not.
forgot about the Fantastic Beasts.
Like they're not doing any of the, well, that's because the lawsuit with Johnny Depp fucked them over because so Johnny Depp was originally playing Grindelwald.
Grindelwald. Don't know who that is.
It's the bad guy in Fantastic Beasts. Okay?
Okay.
So the lawsuit happened. They terminated him from the films.
The star
nothing
from the
to do.
movie. Yeah.
Because they thought that he was gonna get pled guilty and
Yeah.
found that he did abuse her or whatever the charges were.
I
It's
love
all-
how we were already talking about Amber Turd today. Like
Yeah,
that's
but,
crazy. I don't know
so
how this came back up.
I think it's the 3rd movie. They recasted somebody else as Grindelwald, and the movie tickets fell. So they haven't remade another one because Johnny Depp doesn't want to come back because
Why
he was
would he?
like, "Why would you
Why
guys
would he?
terminate me? Like y'all didn't believe
Yeah.
me. Like you." So he's like, "Why should I come back?"
You'd have to take such like a pride fall to go back to
That's what
who
I'm
fired
saying,
you for
yeah.
not believing you in the first place.
Right.
Yeah. I'm happy that he won the lawsuit though.
Oh yeah.
Like the person
Could
who
you
always stay with
imagine-
is Tim Burton because Tim Burton's never turned his back on him.
Tim Burton.
Yeah. Plus, Tim Burton's married to his sister, so
Tim Burton's married to his sister.
married to Johnny Depp's sister.
Oh, Johnny
Yeah,
Depp's.
Johnny-
I thought
yeah,
you said
no, no,
I
his
don't actually
sister.
know her name, but she's just Johnny Depp's sister.
I thought you said his. Like I thought it was like Burton was
Johnny
like from
Depp's
Alabama.
sister.
doing that little southern thing, you know, like I get it.
No.
You know, they say like the best match is somebody close, you know, like
Not that close.
oh yeah. Second cousin at least. Yeah.
That's somebody you grew up with. That's just a little weird.
Oh my god. I really thought you meant Tim Burton. We're gonna get
That
sued
would
by
be
Tim
crazy.
Burton for
Oh my God,
defamation
no,
now.
No,
Tiffany.
I love Tim
That
Burton.
can be edited
Okay.
out.
Yeah. I can edit that out, yeah.
Please no.
Time jump.
And
Yeah.
it'd be you getting sued. You're the one that bring it
Yeah.
up.
You
so-
said it.
No, I said he was married to Johnny Depp's sister. Like that's
took
what
it
I
out of
meant. You
proportion.
took it. You took it and
I
said.
took it. I didn't.
So the
I didn't know.
lawsuit would all be on him.
So yeah, you better edit that out.
We're good. We're fine. I never doubted it.
Never. Not once.
So Tiffany, you are here.
Okay.
Okay, so do not pick a question and put it back. We've
You're supposed
that's
to pick
the
a
only
question and
rule.
keep it out.
The only rule.
Okay, hold on. Let me mix them up a little
Like
bit.
picking a rainbow road for track 8.
All right,
Like,
hold on.
you just have to.
She doesn't
pick a
know
que-
that yet.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What kind of legacy do you want to
Hmm.
leave / carry before time is up?
You know, I have to think way back on this one. So I'm
I
thinking.
don't really want to leave a legacy.
I'm
You don't
thinking
wanna leave
gang.
nothing?
I'm thinking
They're my kids.
Genghis.
They're my legacy.
Oh yeah, you got kids. See, like me and Phil do not have kids.
Right. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave like such a mark on the world. It's got to be bigger than Genghis Khan. So I'm
Who?
talking. Who?
Who?
What? Have you ever seen Mulan before?
Yes.
He's the main villain in Mulan.
Oh, okay.
All right. So if you didn't know, his DNA is about 33% of Europe.
Damn.
So 33% of Europe could trace their ancestry back on
He
ancestry.com.
was
Not a
just
link,
out
not a
here
follow.
just slinging it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He basically like rape and pillaged like half
oh,
of Europe.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
That's dark.
I'm gonna leave a legacy that's a little bit bigger than that.
Hopefully better. Hopefully a better legacy.
Oh yeah. Good things happen. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not as
We
dark.
won't be raping and pillaging. We'll just be
Pillaging.
we'll be donating and providing. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what if it's like donating sperm? Like,
So
yeah,
like,
Yeah,
what kind of legacy though? Like what do you want to do that leaves that big of a mark?
Statues everywhere.
Statues. Just statues of
A
me.
really
Everybody
big
knows
one.
my name.
No, I because a lot of people will like build buildings, people
Yeah.
are like good at that, and they'll like put their little
Called
plaque on there.
architects.
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, I would be the hirer of architects, right? So I'd
Okay.
put my plaque on the bottom, and it would just be like, "This belongs to me," in loving memory of,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I want park benches everywhere.
Oh,
yeah,
with your
just-
like your face plastered.
Yeah.
In loving memory.
Yep, and then advertising, like, call JG Wentworth 877 cash now. I want Brady, like all over the place. City buses. I'm talking, I'm
Okay,
talking
okay.
hospitals. I'm talking solar panels,
billboard.
Oh, it's not solar
Billboards,
panels too.
windmills. Yeah.
My face is everywhere.
Wind energy.
In
Yep.
your- in your,
Nuclear
uh,
power plants. I want them plastered all over.
Fuck the hazard signs.
Yeah.
No Brady
It-
sign.
It's
it's
not-
it's like the Have You Seen
Yeah.
Me, but just
but so
without
back
the
of
have
milk
you seen
cartons
me?
and
My
Yeah.
legacy.
everything.
I want to rebuild
don't
the
put
stop
mine on
sign.
a milk carton. Put mine on cigarette cartons
No, no.
and
Backwoods.
tobacco wraps.
I'm not missing. They know where I'm at.
Yeah,
That's
so,
where
like-
my legacy is. You know what I mean?
Find me anywhere.
Yeah.
Put me on beer packs. Yeah,
You know,
they're gonna find
the
me a lot
stuff that
faster.
the
I want-
delinquents do, not the
I'm
regular
going
stuff.
to have AI rebuild a hologram of me so that I can live
So
forever.
you're gonna be like Michael Jackson.
Tupac.
For his
Yeah.
performance.
I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on
You want to
tour
be
for
in
the
the
next
wax museum.
1,000 years. Yeah. And it's because I'm a SoundCloud rapper.
So,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's what it is. SoundCloud rapper,
Podcast-
I'm everywhere.
Podcast extraordinaire. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Felipe.
Well, I want to have.
The Felipe. You hit him with the Felipe.
I want to have a kid. I want to leave at least my name legacy in the world.
So you want your kid to carry your last name?
At least one, yes. And then like
Valid.
Man. At least Genghis Khan, you have a lot of last names at that time. No, I'm kidding.
there's
People carry
My-
on
my-
the
my-
blood.
my
Fuck the
last name.
names.
Carry on the DNA,
My last
man.
name is like super rare. It's just like one you've never like heard of.
Wait, I don't even know what your
Nephew?
last name is. I don't
Oh,
Exactly.
we don't want to dox too hard. I already did, but nephew.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Like you don't hear
Yeah,
that.
'cause you're my little nephew.
Yeah. Felipe Uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave
Yeah.
that name everywhere.
Felipe Nice.
Last
Yeah.
niece.
Felipe Nice.
I feel
It's Nice.
no,
Say.
as a man, I'm gonna say this as like I'm gonna mansplain for a second here. I think it's important to have your last name carry on through
All
like
my
your,
kids
your
carry their dad's
prodigy.
last name.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
just so
think
like
it's odd as a female, like not being able to put your last? Obviously, you
No.
have your
See,
DNA.
me,
your
I had-
DNA goes on.
So I had a
Right.
choice. Like, my older two, they automatically they were taking their dad's last name.
Mhm.
Because they have a whole legacy of their own, so they're taking that last name. My youngest, I had an option, but I made a promise to never have my last name carried on through any of my kids, whether it changed or not. So my kids will never carry my last name, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't like that they have separate last names, but
Mm-hmm.
I do not mind that they don't carry my last name. Do other females maybe feel a different way?
Who
Maybe,
cares?
but
who cares?
it's a last name.
No,
Right.
I'm kind of wondering like why you didn't want your last name to carry on.
Because I made a promise to the person that gave me my last name
Mm.
that it will never be carried to any of my children.
Not even
Why-
hyphenated?
No.
Mm.
Okay. No,
My kids will never be part of that legacy ever.
Okay, and that is that just to distance yourself from like past trauma? Like, what are you hiding from there? I guess like what?
It's out
Why
of-
can't
it's-
they?
It's out of, I would say, trauma and also spite, just because.
Fight.
Hmm?
You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
grandma, you're never gonna have grandkids.
No, never.
Never gonna see me again.
I just wonder, like that, because that is a crazy statement. That's probably the most bombastic statement
I always get
ever
that every
uttered.
time anyone asks me about
on
my
B
kids'
tier.
last names and why they don't carry mine. But yeah,
Okay. Well, I like the personal choice, and like honestly, if you have already made in your mind, you're like, yeah, no one's gonna have my last
I've had
name.
this in my mind since I was 13.
Were you
That is
one of
when the promise was made.
Were you one of those kids that thought that you were gonna have like a Disney wedding when you were growing
No.
up?
So when I was a kid,
That's a
I
good question.
did not want kids. I did not want a wedding. I wanted to like travel the world. That was my thing. I just wanted freedom. I wanted to be able to go anywhere I wanted. I didn't want no prince saving me. No, I wanted to be by myself.
Yeah,
And just
I
freedom.
don't need no man, you know? Yeah.
yeah.
It was never something I wanted. Like I never wanted any of my kids. Like I do want them.
Are you
obviously
happy
now?
now?
but, like,
Yeah,
when I
it's
was
like
younger,
a-
I never wanted.
When
it.
you're young, you have like young, dumb, full of cum. Like
Yes.
that's like the mentality, right?
I broke that promise of having kids, but you know, hey,
Yeah, but sometimes accidents happen, and then they
three
just
of
kind of
them.
they kind of lead into something better anyway, you
Yes.
know. Okay, I've always been curious to ask you that question, is like if you ever had like the Disneyland, because you know a lot of girls that I was
Yes.
dating growing up, they were like, oh, I'm gonna have like the Disney wedding, and I'm like, not with me, you're not.
No.
Exes for a reason, right? But like, you know, I was always
I've
wondering.
never seen a successful marriage as a kid, so I never wanted to be part
Yeah.
of like a marriage.
Well, what
to me,
is
it was just a piece of paper that just made
what is the
someone-
divorce rate? When we were
Exactly.
young, it had to have been like above 50.
Yeah,
And now it's probably like 50, 60%.
said,
Like
like,
you're dipping even further.
in our era, like in our generation, they said about I think they said like 1 in 5
1 in
is
5, so
actually
20%.
successful.
20% are.
Yeah, 1 in 5 is
So
actually
you're looking at
successful
like
in our generation.
75% go bad.
Yes. And most of it they say is due to like social media. Social media plays a big part in like relationships nowadays because they have
Man.
everyone has access to everybody.
No,
Yeah.
and you're not wrong. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, you're scrolling through, I don't know, TikTok or whatever. boobs
Yeah.
bouncing. You just keep scrolling. You're like, yeah. You're like,
Or
oh,
you say you get in a fight.
Yeah.
And you have Facebook, you have Snapchat,
you
you have
have-
Instagram.
you have
where
20
all these
people on
are
call.
available. Yeah,
yeah.
that you can just hit up, and an innocent conversation turns to something else real fast.
You can make it happen that quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's like access.
it's just that the access to it all is
The-
like
I think the problem with social media though is that like you have about maybe 10% of guys using it like effectively or whatever, and then you have like 90% like incels who will never get laid. Like I don't know.
yeah.
Like I still meet girls in person. If I hypothetically if I was out of the relationship, like that's still what I
I mean,
would
people are
do.
getting married online without ever meeting people.
That's
The
wild.
Match.com people.
Yeah,
I don't know
like,
how to
they've
feel
never-
about that.
They've never met each other in life, but they're married legally. Like
Like
this person could be a
oh,
whole
are-
man or like
never met.
a
Okay,
fish.
so you're. Yeah, they could be. They could be a catfish.
My
Yeah.
pet dog, you know.
It could be a monkey or something.
paying-
Anything.
You're paying me this money.
Let me tell you that
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like it's
Yeah, no, I always wonder like how all of that stuff pans out. Like my mom had met her significant other now on Match.com,
oh.
right?
Okay.
So like it can happen.
I
Oh,
mean, it
yeah,
can
right.
be successful, but what is the likelihood of it actually being successful?
Oh,
Like, how many do these
one in
people have to-
100.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
how many people do you have to go through first in order to find a successful one?
Yeah, a lot. But I mean, is that part of dating? Because how many people do you have to go through before you're like, I'm gonna have a kid with them or whatever? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Tiffany's like, yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of like found ones that I liked and then I had kids with.
Yeah. But like, because girls are not like trying to have kids with everyone they meet,
No.
obviously.
No.
Right? Like, like you're just like, oh yeah, like
I mean, it's easy for a man.
he's
though.
nice, right? Like
he's nice.
he's cool, I guess. Oh, he's got a six pack, but I'm not gonna. He's not like marriage material.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you never thought that you were gonna get married before,
No.
so like you never had that idea, so that's like a whole thing.
No.
just gone.
Me and my oldest dad had talked about it. We said that like 5 years, if we were still together, that we would get married. And at 4.5, I left.
Mm.
I don't ever want to be married.
It's like a shocking. It's like the ball just dropped. No, like mic drop. Yeah. Do you
But
think
I
that's like a
just-
self sabotage in a way, or no?
Probably.
I do that all the time.
Yes.
I mess up my own.
It's my own
image.
personality. That's just who I am. But I don't want to be. I don't know. I don't want to be.
So on this
married.
podcast,
you're married.
We call it like the upward spiral, right? So we just continue to fail upwards. You know what I mean? Like you can't, if you never quit, you can't die out. You can't lose.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, when you were younger, did you think you were gonna be married?
Never.
Never. You never
No.
wanted to be married. And then
but
you
he
met,
also got
met
married
your
in,
wife and changed.
in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, you got married in Vegas. You had a Vegas wedding.
It was a Vegas.
Yeah, we have
it was a
Vegas
shotgun
wedding.
To be
wedding.
honest,
but
if
she held him
I
at
ever get
gunpoint,
married,
that's
that is
the
kind
idea.
of wedding I would
But,
want
like,
though. I don't want like a big
me and my
ceremony. That's a
wife
waste
were-
of money.
Me and
Okay.
my wife were together for 4 years before I asked her to marry me.
Oh, we'll see.
So it's like,
See, but you took the time. You guys knew each other before you
Like,
got
yeah,
married.
yeah,
it
and
wasn't
stuff,
like just
And then
wasn't-
at
jumping.
four and a
yeah,
half
it
yeah.
years, he was out. And then they got married in Vegas. Like it was like kind of a weird thing.
I mean, that's kind of cool though. Like,
yeah.
it's very. I like smaller like ceremonies and stuff. I don't
Yeah,
like
like I
the
went down
big-
and had a small wedding, and then I brought back. And
party is
came
all
back,
that
And then, yeah,
matters.
the party was huge.
the-
You almost
the party,
want, like,
exactly because
you
the
want
party.
a-
That's all that matters.
You want
Yeah,
a
that's
big
all
reception.
anybody really cares about.
Yeah. Like I probably like I know my brain is like I don't want to get married, and it's just because I've seen so many fail. Like
Yeah,
I've seen
I mean, that
so
is-
many
yeah.
fail, and it's like not that I doubt that like Kayla will fail us in the marriage or whatever,
Or you would feel.
Yeah,
Or- no, I don't fail. I just spiral
Oh,
up.
no,
Upward spiral. I just keep going up. Okay. Do learn, commit. Okay, that's like
Okay.
yeah, fight, survive, Bear Grylls. You know what I mean? Like, kind of have that mentality about life. So I won't fail, but
Okay.
spiral up a little bit.
Just,
Might go
just a
down a
little,
tad and
maybe,
then go
maybe
back
this
up.
spiral
Yeah.
just keeps going.
The heat and like the air meshes and then the tornado. You know what I'm saying. So
Okay.
No, I think it's more of like a tax implication to me, where it's more like there's
Yeah,
just a
because
lot,
everything is joined together now. So
Yeah.
like your accounts,
so
your
there-
taxes,
everything,
your debts.
and you don't have to file together. I get that, but like, there's a lot of like kind of combination of finances and
See, to me, it's easier to get into a marriage than it is to get out of it. It costs a lot more to get out of a marriage.
that
than
is
it
not
does
just to you,
to
Tiffany.
get in the marriage.
Yeah,
And that's the part that scares me. I think the most is like getting out of the marriage, because especially if you have kids, that's a lot of legal things. That's a lot of like dividing stuff up, and I just don't
Why
want
you
to
want-
ever do
I'm
that.
good.
I don't want to ever have to like divide my life
A
up.
lot of hoops, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Everything
everything.
gets divided.
Then it's
Like,
all
how
bi-
are you gonna cut a kid in half? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you
who
got
gets
three
the
of them,
top
yeah.
half? Who gets the bottom half?
No, you just cut it equally.
Who gets the
Equally
left eye? Who
symmetrical.
gets the right eye? Like, oh, do you
Who gets
cut
the
and then
top, who
I
gets
get
the
to?
bottom?
It's rock, paper,
Is it like a
scissors.
sandwich? Like I cut it in half and then you get to pick the side? Like, you know?
No,
like,
it's rock, paper, scissors. So the judge cuts it in half, and then it's rock, paper, scissors on who gets what half. So,
Oh my
if your child
God.
has a prettier half, you got to rock, paper, scissors.
I watched a story on, I think it was like Judge Judy, but they had to divide the Pokemon cards in half
Oh my
because
God.
this couple,
That is depressing, though. Like, you have to divide all your Pokemon cards in
all
half.
your Pokemon cards in half,
Bro.
and the house.
What?
What do you do with half of a house?
you do it. You build the rest.
Yeah, I wall it off and then sell it.
I'm putting it on 12
It's a
feet.
duplex
I mean,
now.
even if you ever get a divorce, it is cheaper. Like, concrete and bricks cheaper than a
Yeah.
lawyer.
Yeah.
So really, you could just like divide your house in half with some bricks and concrete. It's cheaper.
And then sell the half, yeah.
cheaper.
So laugh. Oh man. Yeah, that's like it. So, that's the reason why I don't know about this whole like marriage thing. I think a lot of it too is like I know it's like it's a very like institutionalized
Yeah.
thing. And if you think like marriage is because okay, the
Well-
state can recognize your marriage.
Yeah, after
Sure.
7 years of living together, you're technically married.
Yeah, it's like a domestic partnership.
Yeah.
Right. So like that doesn't even matter at that point. Like you are like legally binded
Yeah.
already at that point. But I think having like the state recognize that you're married is a weird thing to me.
Yeah.
And I understand where people get married in the church though.
I don't agree with it. Like, I understand, like, religiously, if that's what you follow, but I don't feel like if you're not religious, why do you
Don't make a
have to get
spectacle
married
out of
in a church?
Right.
Like, why does
Yeah.
you have to be under the eyes of God in order to be
God is a
married?
witness.
Like,
Yeah.
Since when does God only come in the church?
well,
I thought he
apparently,
see-
you
I
know.
Dude,
thought he
he's
sees
coming all
everything.
over the church.
No,
know what I
that's
mean?
Santa Claus.
Oh, that's only Santa. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
my
he comes to
bad.
town once a year, Phil. So you have to get married on the eve. Okay, very important. And
What
then
if-
Snoop Dogg can bless it too.
Yeah, no,
With a
no,
Rizzle
The shizzle-
Dizzle
the
Christmas,
shizzle-
baby.
The
Like,
shizzle before the.
the sizzle before the Rizzle Christmas, dog. Like
Yeah,
the
you
Christmas
know?
coffee. Did you leave enough weed out for Snoop on your marriage night? That's the real question. I never thought
whole
that'd be
thing
I
is,
asked.
definitely
why-
smoked enough
why-
for it.
Why?
But
why
he
do you
can't
have
smoke
to-
if it's all gone, you know?
I still have plenty left.
Why do you have to like do all these traditional things for a wedding? Why do you have to?
I didn't. That's
Like,
They're
why.
wear the
That's why I went to
whites
Vegas.
And like,
They're
yeah, that's what
all-
I'm saying, but that's why a lot of people do that stuff.
It's
because
all
they're getting out of-
sacramental.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But
Well, and
why are we still doing this after so long? Like,
I mean, I could have just
why
went.
can't we have just some diversity and
Okay,
like mix
hold
it
up.
I mean, I
hold up.
coulda just-
This is
I
a
coulda just went
this is
to-
a classic mistake, Tiff. You need to have people who have traditions.
I could have
because
just went to City
why-
Each
Hall.
person has their own traditions, though. Like, so why can't we
But
use
they
that
don't.
in marriage?
I could have
They
just went to
don't,
City Hall and been
though.
like, "Here, sign this piece of
I
paper.
mean, yeah,
We're done."
you can.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know,
it.
you stand in front of a judge. I
Right,
mean,
right, that's it.
Yeah.
ta-da. I
There
mean,
you
it's
go.
better than Elvis.
I need one witness.
Wait,
Yeah.
who was your judge?
Elvis?
Was it Elvis?
No.
You didn't do it in Vegas. Like, Elvis,
I just didn't know
Elvis
this
as my witness, bro. Put it on.
They actually
G.
got married the same spot that her parents got married.
Oh, that's
So
romantic.
sentimental.
Oh,
That's
see,
really
there's a-
romantic.
that
Okay.
might be it.
That is really sweet
What
though,
a-
because you
you
like
know-
took the time and like
Yeah.
that's really really sweet. So okay, so your wedding
If you
means
get-
even more now.
For
So
her.
there's-
again, tradition,
Yeah.
right? Like you get married in the same church your parents got married.
fuck that.
Okay. You're like, that can't happen. Okay.
No, but yeah, it was just,
That marriage was not successful, and neither was the other one after it.
Yeah, but that's
So,
a different
like, no.
issue altogether. Okay. It's about the sentimental value.
Fuck that sentimental value. Look at all.
God dang it.
Just burn it down. Just burn it down. It's okay.
Just like burn down the church, kill the witnesses,
Like
That's the
everybody
kill
else.
the clowns.
That's the next horror movie.
This is,
Yeah.
this is Punisher all
Oh,
over
I
again.
already did that one.
No, that's what happened in
Wedding
Punisher.
Punisher.
Yeah, that's what happened in Punisher. You don't remember? Like his whole family got ran down at the
Oh
wedding.
my gosh, John Brunthel in like the new Punisher
I
series.
haven't watched the new Punisher series.
Amazing.
Is it?
Yeah, watch the opening scene. Have you ever seen True Detective before? Matthew McConaughey.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a scene in that has like a 30-minute shootout where they're like switching scenes in real time and kind of like it's all choreographed like perfectly, right? And then he gets into like the back seat of I'm gonna miss the guy's name now. True Detective season 1, whatever.
Okay. Like
Woody Harrelson, I think, is like the other guy. But so the new John Brunthel Punisher, right?
Okay.
There's an opening scene in that movie that is like equivalent to
Is it
almost
a new movie or is it a
or,
new series?
a new series. Sorry.
Okay,
New
new
series,
series.
season 1.
I was like, wait, they came out with a new movie.
Yeah, no, I wish, but no. So the first season has a shootout that is like equivalent to The Heat. If you've
Okay.
ever seen that movie,
Okay.
it's like up there in like top 5 shootout scenes of all time.
All right.
And if you watch it, instant
Okay, but
hook.
wait, stop.
Yeah,
Stop. Wait. Have you read any Punisher comics or do you know anything about his story?
I am not a nerd.
Um,
I am, but
not
not
even
a.
blindly
There's
lie.
a podcast here. I'm not a nerd. I never even like played a video game in my life
That's
before.
the thing I want to
like-
know. I want to know if it follows his story like truly, or is it Hollywood version? They opened one page and they were like, "We can make a series out of this." That's because I gave time for
Watch
the
it.
Flash, and
Watch
the
it.
Flash was fucking trash.
You didn't like the Flash?
No,
Okay, so you might not like the
like the
Punisher.
TV show.
no, I did not like the TV show at all.
Nerdrotic
It-
has a really good breakdown.
I thought
of
it was
like if you watch
okay.
some people who
Yeah.
watch comics, you're like, yeah, like this
I thought it
is
was okay.
I just,
It's
I
okay.
feel like they've added a ton of stuff that really didn't happen the way they tried to portray it.
Okay.
Um,
You're like, yeah, I got the Walking Dead effect.
no, but that's how I feel about like a lot of comic related or like anime related live action or movie series.
It's kind of the same way with horror. It's like, oh, I saw that coming. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that coming. Oh, I saw.
Yeah,
that.
like
I saw the ending.
there
you
was
know?
like a synth hit.
Like,
oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm about
Horror
to get hit
irritates
by.
me because they show all of the good scenes.
all the good stuff in the
right in
trailer.
the trailer.
Right in the trailer.
I-
That's
you
it.
know-
That's the whole movie right there. Like everything you need to know.
So I'm gonna tell
Like,
you right
we'd be
now.
confused
We're gonna
in the
make a
trailer
movie.
going, oh, I want to go see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like leave me on cliffhangers. Don't show me like
What happens?
the best
Yeah,
fucking
like,
parts of the
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Because now I've watched
Don't-
this trailer 26 times preparing
And now
for
I go,
this
oh,
movie.
I just watched that movie.
All horror movies
I
nowadays.
wasted what, fucking $10.95 at movies?
$10.
Oh, sorry, it's like 15, isn't it?
Well,
if you
if
don't
you-
get any snacks, maybe.
Oh, don't talk to me.
That's-
I
Yeah,
bring
we're
my own
buying
snacks in.
popcorn. We're
I
getting
bring
out
my
big
own snacks in,
load.
okay?
Oh yeah.
Then-
French coated up.
She may have a gun underneath there.
She's like, I got the best
I'm
snacks.
shooting this
Like-
shit up right now.
Shoes what?
I bring
Fuck this movie.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
So you cannot do that in the movie theater. You cannot randomly just start screaming the movie sucks and start throwing popcorn and stuff. You will
So
get
soon.
removed. And you cannot come back for 6 months. And
What?
they will have your photo posted. So if you try to come in,
We got the mugshot.
We're
It's like-
going in disguise.
It's outside,
Let's
like
go.
on the side, like where they put all the movie posters. Just a picture of
Have you seen
Tiffany
this
Height
man?
right there when you walk in. Like,
You
yeah,
can't-
this girl
you
can't
can't,
make
you
it. If
can't.
you see
I'm wearing a
her,
disguise.
you better
We're
report.
going.
See something, say something. You know.
you definitely have to wear a disguise.
I'll shave.
Also,
I'll shave.
if you
Tiffany comes in
ever-
with a mustache,
I've-
full beard.
I've realized this. If you've ever gotten freaky in a movie theater, they have you on camera.
Yeah, they do.
He's freaky in the movie.
There's a camera for the whole
I
theater.
did not
Yeah.
know. I did not know.
They
this-
also catch you
these
smoking in there,
information.
too.
You remember
Yeah,
they caught that-
They caught me several times. So
They,
vaping
they
in there.
caught that congresswoman like doing it.
They caught
It
a congresswoman
She
doing
was
it.
giving somebody a handy.
Oh shit!
Okay, granted.
So wait, can they zoom in on the
She-
camera?
yes.
and stuff?
Yeah,
They can?
HD
know.
enough.
Oh,
HD enough. So yeah, they like caught
Face
her doing that.
recognition, you know, something, you know.
Of course, like nobody really cares, but like she's a hot congresswoman, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
so of
everybody was
course
like,
they're
"Oh
gonna-
yeah, it's
yeah.
fine."
It's
But
like
she's
one of those-
Republican.
It's
She's
like one of those,
Republican.
one of those
So I'm
I'm
surprised
not
she
the
got through it.
politics,
it's like
so
one of
to
those
be
hot
honest,
teachers. It's just like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, they do have you on camera.
That's really fucked up, though. So
Like-
an older woman can like
Hold
mess with
on.
a younger man
Yeah,
or
but
a
it-
younger boy.
It doesn't really matter.
and the
But if it
woman-
goes the other way around,
Well,
it's
yes.
Well,
fine.
hold up, you'll hear the comment like, "Where were all these teachers where I was
Yeah,
growing up?"
but,
dude,
like-
Like, shut
people are
up.
dumb,
Like,
dude.
right.
People are dumb.
That woman just took this man's innocence.
Yeah, and stole it from
used him, yeah,
and
right.
literally, it's like the power dynamic
Well, and
is
people
just as
don't
gross
take,
as it is for
They
a
don't
male or
take
a
that
female.
serious in boys though. Like they
No.
laugh it off. It's a joke. He
Yeah.
doesn't need no
Oh, he-
therapy. He's fine.
he
Like,
didn't get-
oh, come on now, you
He
got.
did
you know?
enjoy
He didn't
that.
get raped.
Yeah,
He
like-
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
It
they
was
don't
consent,
take it
yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
And like that can.
But if
really,
it happens the other way around, it's automatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and it should like I mean it should be both. Both should be
No,
automatic.
yeah.
both
Condemn your
definitely should.
females.
Yes.
Toxic femininity. It exists. I don't know where anybody is on that.
So like but
Like
It needs
women
to be
will
taken more serious.
manipulate you and then bomb your car
I
and then
was-
act like it's okay.
I
like
was blind though until I had my son. Like I was blind and I was like, oh, like it's
Yeah.
a man. Like he liked it,
You know-
whatever. Up until I had my son, and then I had my son, and my views changed on it. Like, no, like,
problem
this is
is-
not right.
the problem is like younger females nowadays like don't want kids.
No,
So they don't see they never see the
that's a
toxic side
problem.
of femininity.
that's
they
a
never
problem
see it.
for the government actually.
No,
That our
yeah, because
birth
they
rate
need
is
tax people.
down.
They
Yeah,
need
our birth rate
tax
is,
rate.
like
yeah.
really far down from what it used to be.
You know, it's
um,
crazy. Like I think
COVID is the only reason it spiked up a little bit.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
'cause
'cause
people
everybody's
had nothing
stuck
better to
together,
do
yeah,
than
then
fuck
yeah,
because
then
they were stuck inside.
yeah, have kids, stay inside. But I mean, it didn't change that much.
It
No.
didn't. But
Like-
that's why they're trying to like push the IVF being allowed through insurance and stuff like that. And like
They should do that.
they're trying to get rid of the abortions and they're trying to get
I
rid
have
of the Plan B.
unvaxxed sperm.
I gotta sell for myself really quick. Hold on.
I can donate manually if I need to. No,
He's standing on that hill.
I'm standing on
I
business.
know, I gotta stand before you.
Give me 38 seconds. That's all I need.
But
No, so-
that's why
you know
they're
what you
trying to
mean,
do all
yeah,
of that.
I know what
'cause
you
They're
mean.
trying to get the birth rate back up. So
Yeah.
they're trying to like force families together, but that's where they're failing at because they're trying
Yeah.
to make it one woman, one man, and take away everybody else's rights.
No,
That's not the way to go about
that's
it.
not what they're doing. But yeah, because the government's not enforcing that at all, are they? Like they're more like.
Have you looked in-
It's
did you-
weird
well,
to me that if they're going to make an argument, so like the government, right? We're talking
Okay.
about the government, not
Yes,
me,
I'm
not
talking about
you.
the government
The government is also out there being like, "Oh, you can abort your kid."
in certain states.
Yeah, in certain states. But it's like it's a weird predicament that they're in. They're like, we have to give women
But
all
it is
of their bodily autonomy, which I understand and I get and I'm for. But then you also have to like vice versa. How do you increase the birth rate from that stance?
because they're trying to take away birth control. They're trying to make birth control not covered by insurance. So women have to pay out of pocket. Birth control is very
yeah,
expensive.
but you and I both know the best birth control is just don't have sex.
Okay, but we're in 2024. People don't know how to not have sex. Abstinence is not a thing in our generation
is
or
for me.
anything further down. It's not a thing. It's pushed on everybody.
Me.
It is for me.
No, I mean, okay, so like, that's the problem though. It's like, okay,
I mean, Oktoberfest just happened. Do you know how many pregnancies probably happened that night that are going to be gone by,
They're already
Yesterday?
gone. They're already gone.
you were the
They're already
one.
gone.
yesterday?
You were the one yelling, "Plan B, baby." What you mean?
I was yelling Plan B because they're college kids and they make dumb decisions.
Yeah, but maybe they need to have kids.
I don't think they
you know,
need to have kids. They were fighting a trash can.
Some kids used to go to war, and now they're fighting trash cans. All right, and HR departments. That's another big one. No, No, that's the problem
Or
though.
the
It's like
police,
you can't really enforce people to have kids, right? Like you can't tell people to be like, hey, you have to have kids, but also like
I mean, they could.
the
if
entire
they really
s-
wanted to. Do we really have rights? Like,
I
let's be
mean-
honest. If the government really wanted to, the government could string us all up.
yeah, but they aren't getting me. They probably aren't getting you. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's like
Not
a
really.
yeah, there's like a very mean like subclass that will not let that happen
I mean,
before.
it would be a
I'd
really
say
bad.
mean.
It would be like a really bad fight.
We're
'cause
going
we
to
all
war,
have
yeah.
guns.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
let's
The
be real.
problem
The
is-
military has a lot more
But,
weaponized stuff than we do.
How many
still
people?
gotta
That
bring
we
yours.
probably don't even have access to.
Still got to
How
bring
many-
yours when you come for mine.
Yeah, how many people in the military would also back the people in Phil's position here? Okay.
You still got to
I
bring
mean,
yours
they
when
are
you're
their
coming for
homes,
mine.
and I get that.
You come
but at the same
empty-handed,
time,
If you
You're
get
on
an
the ground.
order to go kill like somebody in your neighborhood from like where you
Deal.
grew up,
to be honest, I
Deal.
might kill
You might-
a lot of them.
Deal.
I mean, I would be good at it. I got guns.
You
but,
gotta make it more connected to me because
Deal.
my neighbors, they can go.
but like an average Marine who's like signed an oath to like
I
sworn
don't
and
think they
protect
care. Do you know how high they are half the time?
on like painkillers and Percocet.
And fucking cocaine and everything else.
Oh yeah. Usually I'm supplying them. Like, you know what I mean?
That's where I get all my money from.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's crypto related? Like, you bozo. No, I'm kidding.
And you haven't let me in on the business yet.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah,
Told on himself all nationally.
I'm asking to get in, you know, on national TV.
oh, this is like completely a national.
It could be
You think we
soon.
got more people than the Super Bowl watching?
The
Like,
CIA might be watching now.
Oh yeah, but hi.
Oh,
They're already watching. They have drones. They're watching all
They're
night
on-
long. Yeah,
all weekend.
they know who I am. They need
We
to know who
almost
I
shot
am.
him
They
down
already
right
been
out
on the
here.
watch
Upward
list.
spiral, baby. No.
They're on the watch list. Don't worry.
We should have just got your boresighter out here for
I know.
that drone.
I was thinking about just dropping a laser.
Just that
We would have
bores-
knocked it out.
that boresighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a
Drop
cat
it.
laser would have done
Drop
it.
it.
Like,
Wow.
Dropped it, blinded it.
yeah, could have gone down.
Then I would have went smashed
Yeah,
and then saw who came for him.
and then they would
Try
have
to
had
take the SD card out of it.
No, I don't care.
no.
It has all the footage.
I'll
We
just
burn it. We put it in the
Yeah.
fire.
I'll throw it down the drain, something, you know? Throw in the river. Good luck.
Throw it in the river.
Throw it
Good
in the
luck.
river.
I mean, if many bodies are down there that have
And
been
then leave a
found.
smiley face right outside. Let them know who it was.
Tie up the drone. Just throw it in the river.
Imagine-
with a
imagine
smiley
having-
face. Yeah.
Imagine having drone footage of the smiley face killer putting somebody in the river because you know they filming, and the FBI doesn't drop it. What are they doing?
Conspiracy.
Or is it? Do you guys think it's more of the lacrosse police department not doing their job, or do you think it's more of?
I
mean,
think it's like a
I think
person
it's-
in power.
I think it's
There's
more
got to be something. Like they have to have some type of
it's
power
a judge's wife.
or something. It's
Or a
definitely
judge.
a woman.
It's definitely a woman.
could be a judge. It could be a like a officer.
Maybe it's Judge
could-
Gonzalez.
it-
She hates men.
It could be one of the guards in the jail.
Could be one of them
Like,
in the jail.
We don't know.
Are there any
Someone in the
female
jail.
guards in the jail?
Like a
I
guard?
feel like there's probably
Like a
females in
guard?
jails.
It definitely is a female though.
It definitely
Oh, yeah.
only because it's
They're-
always
they're
a
only
male.
killing males.
Well, the
Always a male.
yeah, it was so my theory.
And the way they're killed, like it, you don't
Leading
need
them
very
to
much
the river.
power,
yeah,
and that's the
it
thing.
doesn't scream like she was
Masculinity.
beating the shit out
yeah,
of him.
like,
or,
no.
yeah, it,
You swim
it's like a
across
bo-
and swim back. I'll
like-
sleep with you.
Well,
it
in a lot
almost
of-
says like slow boot to the head,
or
pushing them slowly into the
or
abyss of the
you're
No,
cold.
so,
because
you're
you
so
think that
drunk.
would be-
Hey, I'll sleep with you. If you
Yeah,
swim,
and then
swim
walk-
across and swim back.
Sure, it could be that simple.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Because there's
it
no
was-
DNA evidence.
it was a
Otherwise, you think
cougar.
they
There's
would
no
have to
physical
break them
evidence
down.
anywhere. Right.
My guess would be it was like because she committed most of her crimes
Does she
between
roofie
like
them?
1990 and like 2010. That's probably
Yeah,
most of them.
I think.
1995 and
Grew up,
2010.
yeah.
So she was maybe in her 30s, and then she
I
just
think she
like
was in her 20s.
And then she got too old to do it.
I think she was like a MILF, like a cougar.
Yeah, I think
and
it-
then she got like a little too
She
old to
got
like.
too old to
Thinking,
keep.
like,
She got too
yeah,
old to keep doing it.
26.
Yeah, she got too
And
old
then all
to do
the
it.
college kids are like, I ain't sleeping with no.
I'm not gonna sleep with a
Lucy.
45
But that's
year
why I don't
old.
think
Yeah.
she was in her
Like a
30s.
fox.
I think she was in her 20s. Because what
maybe when she
college kid is
started.
really going for a 30-year-old
We might have.
when you have all of
Tiffany.
them
When you're
younger women
drunk-
downtown?
When you're drunk,
though.
it's
Yeah.
2 a.m.
But I don't think
I
she
mean,
was
you're
in her
going home with the
30s.
last lights on.
You would have think
but
somebody would notice that. Somebody would have noticed,
How
like
many
an
of the-
older woman
How many
taking
groups
home.
of their friends going, oh, I didn't see him leave?
see, the thing is too with the
But that's what I'm
majority
saying,
of
I
them,
think she was younger.
they,
I don't
they
think she
leave
was
at
older.
like 11 p.m. Like that's when their like friend group generally like can't find them anymore. So like it would be right before.
So where do
It
you think
wouldn't
they're
be
being
till
taken
2
at? I
a.m.
feel like
bar
it's probably
hours.
the same bars.
It wouldn't be
Oh,
like
yeah,
2
it's
a.m.
a
bar.
Target bar.
If you
It was
track-
definitely
yeah.
like 3rd or 2nd Street on
It's
our-
a Target bar.
Yeah,
You just have to
it
track
was
where
one
the friend
place.
group at
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at.
which bar is getting
And
targeted?
A
yeah.
lot of people think it's like Driftless. Well, whatever the bar was that
Was
was,
before.
that was Driftless before it was Driftless. So a lot of people think it's that
It's
bar.
been a lot of bars. It's been Coconut Joe's.
It's been a ton.
I
but-
think it would have been Coconut Joe's during that time.
No,
Yeah.
you're thinking of Brew House.
Oh
Well,
no,
where are
no,
you
that's
thinking
the
about?
other corner. That's the other
That's
corner.
Players.
No.
Coconut.
Your
Where
house is
Driftless
where-
is, that used to be Players.
Yeah,
That was
No,
the
Players.
gay bar.
Driftless is
Players was that.
That
Driftless.
was Champs
Okay.
and Players
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all
That's what it
that.
was.
Champs too. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
gay bar. Who knows?
Ooh,
Maybe she had a target
ooh.
demographic. Because that's not something that a lot of like the cops even like put together. Like
Yeah.
people investigating the cold case and stuff. Like they have not put the gay bar
Okay, so
together.
but then if it was men at a gay bar, it couldn't have been a woman. It had to have been
No,
a gay man.
It could
Mm,
be
it
a.
could've been a
It could be a
woman.
jealous female.
yeah.
Okay, but she wouldn't
Well,
be
'cause
taking gay men.
the
That they're
de-
not
but
likely to
no,
walk
demo-
off
the
like
demo-
What,
that.
what
Demographic
if,
is
what
the
if they're
same,
hitting on a
though.
gay woman?
the demographic is the same.
A pretty
It's
gay
like-
woman?
It's all like
You don't know.
So you're
college.
saying all the
college
all
white
the,
man.
all
It could
the
be out of
shade-
jealousy.
All the
Could
straight men
be-
were going to the gay bar.
I mean,
There had to have been another bar over
if
there.
anything, they separated the one because you know how
Like, right,
if
like-
you go to a gay bar with your gay friends, right? Like
Yeah.
as a straight guy,
Separate a couple
you're gonna
groups,
kind of
yeah.
like not really hang out with them because you don't want to get like hit on, and you also don't want to like
Okay.
be with your group.
And I don't want
So
to
they-
offend anybody.
She probably
yeah.
like targeted the one person who was like not gay, like didn't fit in
like
there,
standing over in the corner. Yeah.
Okay.
and then she was just like, oh, like hey, what's up, guy? Like
You don't
all
look.
the
From,
classic.
you don't
female-
look from around these parts.
the female,
you know?
yeah, the female classic like
Like-
hitting on guy.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Straight white
All
guy
right.
because it was all they were all like straight white men. Like I
Yeah,
think that's
like-
pretty much like the demographic that she targeted.
That's the look.
All right, y'all.
That's the look.
That's the look.
That's
Should
the
we end
look.
it?
Well, I mean, we can
It's up to you. Don't matter to me.
like green screen her in too.
I mean,
I mean, okay, so think about it like this.
I'd try it just to be like, what's local that I'm gonna like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you know. Can I pitch an idea though?
Yeah.
So like, proper 12 whiskey is Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Yep.
How much is it going to be out of 5? You know, and then we both take a sip and we're like, oh, cheers, you
Mm.
know.
and then rate it.
And then 1 out of 5, Phil. What do you put
Mm,
proper 12?
I like that idea. I like that idea.
We did it on Dose After Dark, so I'm so sorry. We have to combine. Dude,
like
we
that
had
idea.
so many good ideas on Dose, and then it just like we got banned pretty much.
Yeah, you're
Guideline
still
tries.
getting flagged.
Dude, we got a flag for a video from like 2 years ago. We haven't even posted in a year. Yeah, I hate. Don't get me wrong. I really like YouTube because all the people are there, right? It's like Facebook, like you kind of just need to have it or whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, it is annoying because of like, if you try to go somewhere else that's not censored, that's not like you don't need to like have a filter,
Mm-hmm.
you like can't get traction there. So you might as well just not even do it. Like it bothers me because like, oh, do I want to start a Rumble? Do I want to do an Odyssey? I do. I know all of you guys out there would probably love it, but it's another thing to like schedule out. It's another thing to post to. It's like a whole other management thing. And I don't know how hashtags work on Rumble. You can't tell me I do. I don't know.
I have no idea.
So I'm so sorry. I want to do it. If I had time to do it all, if I had a poster, if I had somebody who scheduled stuff, I would love it. And I might. I'm talking about ODG right now,
Mhm.
and I'm like, hey, because you remember the gamer group that I said that also started a podcast, as I know?
Yeah.
They also started a podcast. It didn't even like occur to me until today where I was like, well, how about we do something with that? Granted, like We're in a
like
pod.
like cross-platform.
Yeah, like we kind of start posting the ODG and we kind of get some more crossed
Give me the logo.
over on that.
Give me the logo.
The ODG logo? Yeah.
I'll do.
I want to.
I'll do merch.
Can you do beanies?
Oh yeah,
He's like, oh yeah. Okay, because I'm going to pay you for that.
that's fine.
I'll pay. Do you want crypto, cash, Venmo?
Crypto for it. Crypto or cash.
I'm going to be honest. If you let me pay in crypto, I'll pay you way more than what it's worth. Because
Crypto.
it might go down. It also might be worthless.
Yeah. Crypto or cash works. For
There's
me.
this Otter coin, right? No, I'm kidding.
I believe I trust the system here.
Okay. I'll pay you in like Solana, probably.
Crypto. Or cash.
We'll keep it like a steady. We'll keep it like on the up and up, you know? Yeah, the problem, dude, like paying
Speaking
people.
of which, I haven't checked in a while.
Good, don't.
Don't.
I think it is up today, but just like don't check it. Don't care.
I checked it yesterday.
Don't
and
get
it was bad.
Yesterday was bad.
Bad.
I
Oh,
lost
yeah.
hundreds of thousands yesterday.
I lost.
But guess what?
Couple $100,000.
Guess
or
what?
A couple
Today-
$100. not
today-
thousands.
I'm up a couple 100,000 today.
That's just because you have a couple 100,000. You heard loud boom and you were ready.
Yeah, I also gotta like move out of the ghetto. That might be my own demise. You know, dude, like there's something to it though. Having a couple mil in the bank and then just living in the ghetto, like that's kind of baller. Like low key, that's kind of like not cool. I wouldn't say it's like cool, but like it's not like the worst thing ever. Your rent is a a couple $100 a month or whatever at that
Right.
point, right? And then you're just like saving money and putting it away, and I love what I do. It's just something that I know will have to end at some point because of just how much stuff I have. Like I have to protect it, like I have to move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a weird thing because like I never thought I'd be in a financial position to even do that,
Mhm.
And now who knows? Maybe I can start rapping again. You know what I mean? I'll move
You-
to the country and then
You
rap.
could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, but like, dude, there's a part of me too that's like, I have to keep grinding. Like, I have to just like keep pushing the envelope. I have to just keep.
But you really don't.
Yeah, but then it's so boring. And then, like, what you do otherwise? You know what I mean?
You start gloating like everybody else. That's what happens.
But that's
I feel like
so
everybody's. I feel no. I feel like everybody's.
Like,
I feel like that's why they. I feel like that's why they start gloating is because they
There's
just
nothing to
quit
do.
grinding.
You have like 30 mil in the bank.
you,
and
you
then
quit
just
grinding
die.
and then it's just
Yeah.
like why at the end of the day I don't need anymore. I can't take it with me. Like
See, I think a lot of
jokes
people.
on them. I don't have to do
I
anything.
think a lot of people gloat when they don't have the money though.
Oh yeah, I'll talk
Like,
shit.
oh,
I'll
that-
talk shit.
That Corvette's on credit. You know what I mean? Like, like people like
Not
that.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they're like, I think a lot of people are gloating when they don't have the money either,
Mhm.
and they just act like like they live like a different persona online, which I do. In
So
a
is that like a
sense, but-
McGregor Tyson fight where it's like money talks at the end of the day where they both just make out rich?
Yeah, I mean, they're
You know what
like,
I mean? Like
Yeah.
McGregor or
Well, how do you relate that to somebody just like gloating?
I don't know. I guess like because like it's pretty much just a big gloat for that whole fight, the McGregor versus Mayweather fight. It was
Mhm.
just like who's gonna win the most money out of that fight. It's really all it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Mayweather's gonna go to the UFC octagon anytime soon.
That motherfucker's old.
Like, right.
Yeah.
I heard he was training for it. I don't know if there's going to be any follow through with it.
Yeah. At what point does gloating equate to like anything, I guess?
Well, like, I don't know.
Because okay,
Like,
don't
are
get,
you throwing it in everybody's face?
well, I think
Like,
there's like a lot.
Mayweather walking around with $1 million anywhere he goes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of just like shoving it in everybody's face. Like, yeah, I got $1 million right here.
Yeah.
And if you come at me, I'm gonna rock you if my security doesn't get you first.
And his security will get you first. It's like Ronaldo or Messi.
Yeah.
Like they have security
Yeah.
on them all the time.
Even though he doesn't need it.
No. Best fight. Well, I mean, gun. It's always gun,
He
right?
could wear a vest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
he doesn't.
No.
But like, you know, it's always
But like,
gone.
if you walk up on him
Yeah.
and try to fuck with him, good luck.
Yeah. You won't make it.
Like he knocks people training out
yeah.
just like that.
yeah.
Imagine just a random Joe just walking up, going, "Hey, fuck you, bro."
Okay. And
Like,
so
you know what I mean? Like,
here's something though. So like,
then again, I don't think you're getting that close to Mayweather or
I
McGregor.
would almost like
or-
hope not. Like they kind of have like enough people around them.
where
It would
security's
be-
just gonna be like, "Hey, bud."
I think, you know, and I think when you get to like, you know, the FU money status, you do have like a security. Like you do have people around you that are like bulk security.
So do you think like
And I think
every celebrity, when you hit a certain amount, is gonna have at least some kind of entourage or security? So like,
I think when you get a certain dollar point, I don't
Mm.
think it necessarily has to be celebrity status.
well, that's what I meant. Like
a great
dollar point. Like,
a great example.
so you
of
think
that is,
LeBron
like-
has security with him at all times right now?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then, you know, almost not every NBA player can afford it.
No, but like LeBron,
Stephen Curry, like
Steph Curry, yeah.
you'll have, yeah, you'll have like that group. You'll have like the group that gets paid tens of millions.
Yeah, like,
And then you'll have
the
the group
stars
that
of the
pays
group.
like 2 million. a
So you're
year.
saying like Ant Edwards isn't gonna have
probably not.
an entourage
You might
yet,
have one
Not
person,
yet, yeah.
or you might
Maybe
have
one
somebody
security
close to his
guard.
family that's like,
or someone
always-
standing
always
watch outside
packing.
his like
yeah,
hotel rooms, maybe. But
yeah, but nothing like crazy.
nothing
crazy.
like okay.
Because I think you have to get to
Nothing like Kobe would have had. Nothing like Michael has.
no, nothing that like Trump would have, nothing like
Nothing
that.
yeah.
And the
Nothing
reason,
that Obama's rolling around with now.
No.
Like
and I, you know, obviously like former presidency, all that, but I know
'cause-
what I would say is like I think a lot of the people who like float wealth online and they're like, oh, like I just bought this Lamborghini cash. Obviously, like you can kind of tell fake, right? Like for the views, bait,
yeah,
clout,
you could
whatever
say
it
you could,
is.
you could say you bought it. You probably just rented it for the hour.
for the photo shoot. That's what a lot of people do, or the music video, or
Right.
whatever. And I think when you have FU money, it gets noticeable when you do hire the security guy, right? When you have like one or two
Mhm.
trusted security guys. And you don't really have FU money until you can do that. Because, you know, you pay them pretty well.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you have,
even
you
if
kinda
it's
have
like
to.
100K a year, whatever it is.
They're risking their life for you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And I don't think you actually have like real, like it's at least like noticeable FU money until you do that. So like there's like there's a content creator on YouTube. His name is Jack Doherty,
Mhm.
and he does like real estate sales and stuff like that. Like he, you know, obviously films it all when it's going on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Gets his mom involved. It gets like all of his family close.
How much
whatever.
is that a script?
Yeah, right. Like I don't know how much he spends per video, but you know, like he made like a sale the other day that was like, oh, I bought this house for 890K and sold it for 1.3 million 2 months later. And after taxes, like you got to realize he doesn't really make much money.
No. Yeah.
But like he doesn't have FU money if he's doing that. If he's flipping
No, yeah.
houses, like he has more money than you do. Like I think that's
Oh, yeah.
another thing is like a lot of the people hating online are broke as shit. Like that's
Oh, yeah,
usually what it
yeah.
is. Like I hate to fucking tell you, but
But I also
That-
hate it when someone's just like, "Oh, I have this amount of money."
who cares?
Like right, and throwing it in my
Dude,
face. Like
I
they-
saw, I'm not even kidding. I saw a Twitter interaction
Mm.
with somebody who he's rumored to be like Prince of Dubai, like type person, you know, kind of like does
Mhm.
charity works there and stuff and like kind of related to the royal family. But he went band for band with somebody on Twitter because somebody called him out.
Mm.
No shit, he showed $100 million portfolio and the guy stopped talking.
Yeah.
Like just ended him. I mean, what do you do? Like why would you even try to pick a fight with somebody like in just a different ball game? Like you're not even playing the same market.
Like, do I know that they are loaded like that? Like, no.
Imagine
You know what I
calling
mean?
somebody
Like,
out thinking that you're more
Yeah.
loaded than them and then
and
getting
then
showed up like
shit
that.
on.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed in
Just like,
one
oh,
screenshot.
they're 100-1 to you at that point.
And this
It's
guy
like,
tried
oh,
to recover from that,
You're not
and
happy.
no one's gonna recover.
That's
from
like
that.
saying MJ calls out LeBron and MJ loses.
Yeah, and all MJ has to do is show stats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't even have to show like dollar money and nothing like that.
Yeah.
oh, like I grinded up $100 million just to try to cure AIDS. Doesn't even have to show it.
Just show shoe company at that point. They both have one.
Exactly. So like when
Who sells more? I guarantee you it's Jordan.
You kidding me? He's got Kanye. He's got Kanye on board with that too. Like,
How many headphones does Jordan sell for him?
too many.
You know,
Beats, dog. Like Beats by Dre, Beats by MJ. I get it. You know MJ more than you know LeBron. No matter how many
the
photos,
goat, the real
no matter
goat.
how many photos LeBron fakes that he's reading intelligently in front of the press, it doesn't matter. He's not going to beat
or with
MJ.
Diddy.
He was wearing a dress. I saw that photo. Don't know if it's AI. Can't tell you anymore.
I don't know what to believe.
Dude,
anymore.
I had a really good conversation with Jeff's. I guess it would be his wife and then her dad. So
And
what?
her parents, you said, yeah,
Parent-in-law. But he was
father-in-law,
father-in-law, yeah. And he was telling me like, you know, ever since like the Vietnam War, like media has been all wrong about like who to endorse and who to like, you
Mhm.
know, put faith into and all that. And I said something to him where I was like, yeah, but like with all the AI stuff coming out now too, like you don't know like what's real and what's fake. And he was like, I'm kind of surprised that you like know all, you know, he was like, what the heck? I'm talking to an intellectual.
You mean like our moon landing?
Yeah, well, we gotta snip. Cut. We'll leave that in there. No, so but yeah, I had like mentioned it to him, and I'm like, yeah, like you know, with the AI stuff now, like fake media is gonna be like a whole new ball game.
Well,
Like, you don't even know anymore.
Isn't that what news really is nowadays? Just fake media, like popping up AI.
Yeah, but you know,
What are they trying to actually cover up?
part of me is also
What are they
like,
trying to cover up?
I saw a tweet the other day that said like, oh, am I tripping, or have you guys seen any of the Helen hurricane like aftermath in North Carolina? And it's like, well,
It's
yeah,
posted everywhere.
it's
but
posted
yeah.
it's posted everywhere, right? And that was kind of the engagement clickbait part.
Oh,
Of
so
the
they were
tweet.
trolling for.
But no, like the comments weren't trolling. People were like, "Oh, you haven't seen this? Like, here's what's going on." And, you know, giving them all the feedback.
But
or
like,
whatever.
was the poster like actually trolling? Like, were they being a troll? Like,
I mean, I think
like
it was
fucking around. Like, hey, have
You
you
got-
have you heard of this
you have
Helen
to-
hurricane?
you have
Like,
to realize most of Twitter is just like a high guy like tweeting
There's
like,
someone trolling.
"Am I
all the
tripping? Have you
time.
guys seen any of this?" Yeah.
Am I tripping? Did the Vikings just really beat the Packers yesterday? Like,
But see, like national news, like nobody cares. You know what I
like
mean?
right at the end of the day, like,
There's like 32 other teams to follow. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it's funny, and like, you know, it leads credence to like.
are the refs playing for Kansas City? Like,
Well, okay,
yeah.
so imagine like, because our history books, right? They
Mhm.
are written by like somebody paying attention,
But how many?
but they're only really able to like photoscope into like certain situations.
How much stuff gets left out with newer generation? How much stuff
Oh,
gets cut?
more and more
you know?
and
You know what I
more
mean?
and
Like,
more. Yeah.
So, what is this new history actually really teaching? Nothing really.
I think we live in post-history America, or post-history, like I would say even just worldwide, but like I think we live in post-history at this point.
Just because.
And I mean that's obvious because we don't know the future. But
But like,
it's
we
also
have to
very
know. We have to
obvious
know
that-
our past to know.
the thing is, you don't know it anymore.
That's fair.
Like that's the problem, because everything's been debunked. You're like, oh, okay, so like,
Oh, MythBusters got that one. Yeah.
yeah, MythBusters, the authority on this. Love them to
We
death.
are.
Brian, you're my guy. No, Philip, right? There's another guy named Philip.
I don't know.
Who's the chick on MythBusters?
I don't know.
Hottest babe in science ever. No, it's like gotten to the point where like we don't even know if our history is real. So it's like you can't even predict, or you can't even attest to like what the focal points of modern society are going to be in the future.
Mhm.
And I say to the point because even back then they didn't know either. But with the internet, I think that's something that's like an X number and like an X account that you cannot put into this entire sphere.
Right.
Because X, or like, you know, with the internet, you have the entire like world contributing to one line of history that is never going to be accurate.
Mhm.
And they obviously didn't have that in the past. They might have they had like a couple of avenues of information. You might decipher like, oh, maybe the church was wrong on this, or maybe like the universities were wrong on that. But like all in all, you were kind of getting like general information from both of those institutions into the final product. But now that we have modern history or modern, basically everything after like World War II can be debated. Everything. Because we have internet records, we have personal records, we have like
New data
the
coming
amount-
out. Like, right.
the amount of information that we have can like debunk a general story. And you kind of realize that like, history is always written by the victors, right? But right now we have people winning that like wouldn't have been winning in the past. You don't like, normally it's all like government mandated, they're all ordained by God, or
Yeah.
the kingship kind of carries down the greater word, and that's what happened, and this is what happened. But you have the internet, and you have a bunch of pleb basically contributing to this next iteration of history. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Right.
Anything we never learned from anything, so I love it.
We are at almost 8 o'clock, though.
But when did we start?
I don't know.
Well, we're at like an hour and a half right now.
Oh, okay. All right, we can end it.
I just know Dana has to work.
Yeah. Do you have to work tomorrow?
No, sir.
Want to go to the range tomorrow?
Possibly. Depending on weather, yeah. If it's not raining or something. Yeah.
If it's nice out?
If it's not raining or cold, yeah.
Okay. Because we can
I
go.
can look at that right now, actually.
Dude, we have to go shoot that MP5. I've been waiting.
I have to shoot that AK, too.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh,
I have like 2 or 3 new
I'm
guns that
so
you can pick up.
excited. Yeah. No, did you
That's-
get your crossbow yet?
I got swindled on that. It turned out to be fake. Like, yeah.
Dude, what?
Yeah. So I called the store and everything, and they're like, "Yeah, that's like a hoax or a spam going on." So
What the heck?
I have my card company looking into it. So
You still have that Shields credit?
that was all fake too. They logged in under like a fake account. Yeah.
Dude,
So yeah, like I'm hoping my card company can like
cancel your
Yeah,
card.
cancel that.
Ship
like,
you a new
transaction. Yeah,
one.
like yeah. So yeah, I'm guessing
That
it's
sucks. I'm sorry, man.
not your fault. It's not like you're the one swindling me. It's supposed to be cold as shit tomorrow.
How cold?
Like 67 degrees is a high.
That's not that cold.
It's not like
70?
too cold.
Dude,
but,
I would
like,
beg for this stuff.
63 and
It was like 90 today.
No,
So
yeah.
yeah, 85.
But, like, yeah,
whatever
like-
it was.
Ooh, 14 to 30 mile an hour wind gust.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna get
Like
windy.
yeah, it's supposed to be like chilly.
I mean, dude, because the problem.
I'm
is-
still down.
I know. I have to do content for Peppa though.
Like all right, how busy are you tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know how early I'll live stream tomorrow. If I can wake up at like 8 a.m.,
Hit me up.
everything goes to plan tomorrow. Take a modafinil early in the morning. Just kind of roll all the way through the day. We can probably go at like noon, where it's like actually warm.
I have an interview at 1
You have an interview.
part time.
Oh, you just have to go to part time at our job.
No. Like I'm at part time in our job now.
Oh,
I just have another interview for another part time position.
okay.
Like on top of our
yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Chef job.
Yeah.
Is it the one up in Nona? Oh, okay. All right. I was like,
No, they haven't made me an offer.
okay. Yeah, wait for
But
them
it'd have
to.
to be a reasonable offer. For me
Yeah.
to leave and
Like I
go
said, man,
all
go
the
for
way.
company share. You're like, dude, we can run this together.
The owner like straight up looked at me the last time I was there, going, "What can I do to get you back?" And I gave him a number.
10%.
I gave him a number. So like, you have to pay me this,
Yeah.
and I'll be back.
But do 10%. Maybe you don't get paid that much some years, but you might get paid way more other years.
Could it all depends?
It's a risk.
Like right.
It's a risk.
That's the ROR situation.
That is an ROR situation. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. B Tier Pod. Dude, Tiffany, delight to have
Legend,
on.
yes.
Delight to have
Need
on.
to have her back.
We needed that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have like almost 75 or 78K on shorts, I think. Even more coming. We're getting, I mean, it's daily content. I think that's something that's crazy. Just daily content. Like, what? Subscribe, you
on multiple
bozo.
sources.
Yeah, on Facebook, Twitter, not Instagram yet, TikTok. What else are we on? YouTube. Yeah. B Tier Podcast. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night.
Later.